Hey, what's up, everybody? PDO44 coming at you with another video. All right, the Lakers got their butts whooped tonight. Boy, it wasn't close. It was not close for our first preseason game. Lakers lost 103-81 to the Phoenix Suns in Palm Springs. We were the home team, but it sure didn't feel like it. We got beat bad. First quarter, 31-16, the Suns won it. Second quarter, we got the 28-26 second quarter victory there. Then we came out of the halftime locker room, scored 18 points to their 30, and we had 19 points in the fourth quarter to their 16. So we did win 2 quarters out of 4, but wasn't meant to be for us tonight, man. So, we were missing some guys: Bron, Luka, Marcus Smart, Gabe Vincent. A bunch of people didn't play tonight, to be honest with you. No Kleber, no Thero. Marshallonis, still ain't seen him to this day. I ain't seen Marshallonis. But what I can say just before we get into anything is RJ Davis really played well, man. And I had not seen him play well. I watched him in the entire summer league. He was one of my least favorite players in the summer league. I didn't like much of anything from him. And he started off his preseason fantastic. So I give him the game ball for our team, even though we lost. It's a rule here. We don't give the game ball to losers, but this is preseason, and so I'm going to make an exception to say that for my team, my most shocking performance was RJ off the bench in 18 minutes, 5 of 8 from the field, 1 of 2 from 3, 3 of 3 from the free throw line, and 14 points and 1 steal. He did have 2 turnovers, but was a -1, and the aggressiveness, the shot selection, I thought was good. And for him for me to feel as poorly about him during the summer league as I did, he could not have been more impressive to me in this game. So off rip, I wanted to say his name before anybody else. All right, so let's get into the team stats. We really shot poorly, man. Our defense wasn't that much better. Just not a good game for the Lakers, man. 23 of 74 from the field for 31%, 6 of 35 from 3 for 17%. So right there, that'll let you know where we were at. The Suns shot 38 of 90 from the field for 42%, and 13 of 41 from 3 for 31%. So they shot better than us, and that's what it comes down to. Now, they did miss a lot of free throws, 14 of 26, 53% for the Suns from the line, and the Lakers shot better, 78%. 29 to 37. So we definitely like the aggressiveness of our team, getting 29 free throws up when you're shooting as poorly as we did. That's where we got the majority. It seemed like a good portion of our points, to say the least. We only scored 81, 29 of them at the line. So you could clearly see it was a brick fest. The Suns rebounded a little better than us, 50 to 46. We did win the offensive glass, however, 11 to 10 off all the misses. You had better. The assist category was really glaring. Pro Suns, 29 to 10. That's plus 18 in the assist category for the Phoenix Suns. That is not at all good. That ain't good, JJ. I don't know. It's young players, missing players. I get it. Preseason, that's fine. But that is glaring. 29 to 10? That's glaring, bro. So both teams had 9 steals. The Lakers had 8 blocks to their 5, so we did win the stocks category there. 22 turnovers for the Lakers, 27 points conceded off of those. Not great. 16 turnovers for the Suns, 11 points conceded off of those. And, we were hurting in transition defensively. We were hurting shooting the ball. We were hurting just with our team continuity. Points in the paint, we got killed 48 to 22. Fast break points, we got killed 19 to 6. It's not good, man. We had a 3-point lead early on. I think that was probably like 3-0 in the first quarter, and they led by 27 at one point and won the game, of course, by 22. So yeah, this is when you burn the tape. Obviously, first preseason game, jitters, half your team missing, most players don't know one another, new faces, new everything. It wasn't something that you're going to go crazy about. If anything, it's just something that I think we have a lot to work on, and this gave us some data for that. Some of the shooting percentages here from individual players was a bit rough. bit rough here. Let's get into the stats for the Lakers. 3 of 12 for Rui Hachimura from the field, 1 of 4 from 3, 4 of 7 from the free throw line for 11 points, 2 steals, 3 rebounds. Not typical for Rui to shoot this poorly, especially when he gets 12 attempts. I don't expect to see that too often. He's a typically very efficient player. So this is about as bad a shooting night as you'll ever see from Rui Hachimura, if I'm being completely honest with you. That's not something I expect to see again. Jared Vanderbilt, 0-4 from the field, 0-3 from 3, 1 point, 1 block, 1 steal, 2 rebounds. JV continues to struggle shooting the ball, but it's preseason, so I'm not going to kill him for it. I know he's been working on that shot, and I don't think that just because he had a bad shooting night that's an indicator that he's going to continue to struggle as bad as he has. But the data is what it is. Jake LaRavia, I thought he played well. 3 of 6 from the field, 1 of 2 from 3. Pretty efficient there for a cold shooting team. 7 points, 1 assist, 5 rebounds. He was a minus 15, did have 2 turnovers and 3 fouls, but ultimately I thought he really shined on the offensive glass in the first half. Had 2 of those, and just overall I thought he was okay. I thought he was better than okay, actually. I thought he was pretty solid, and so we want him to continue to crash the glass, keep 50-50 balls alive, and if he can continue to do that, he'll win over coaching staff and get more playing time to do other things. But for this to be his Laker debut in 19 minutes of play, I thought he was pretty damn solid. DeAndre Ayton, 0-2 from the field, 1 point, 4 turnovers, 2 blocks, 1 steal, 1 assist, and 8 rebounds. 2 of them offensive boards. His offense didn't show up. I'm not the least bit concerned because he's a scorer, so that's going to come around. But I thought he was very impressive on the defensive end in the first half, particularly 2 blocks, 1 steal really stood out. The 4 turnovers, I would have to go over the tape. Someone would have to break down to me what happened there. I'm not really sure why that was the case, but I did know that he was being guarded by some talented people, and that's like an underrated thing that we're going to have to understand about the Phoenix Suns. They really do have some very talented defensive players on their roster, so games are going to tend to be a bit ugly, in my opinion, especially when they're running their bench, because that's when they start showcasing multiple talented defensive players. So throughout the course of the season, I'm curious to see how the Suns are going to shake out as it pertains to their defense, because some of the guys that they got and some of the length that they have, they should be extremely disruptive throughout the course of the season. I wouldn't at all be surprised to see them be a top 10 defensive team in the NBA. Wouldn't shock me. If they're able to stay healthy and they put it all together, they got the personnel to be as disruptive as anybody. So I think that kind of played into why the Lakers only had 81 points. You're going up against some of these dudes that they can really defend, man. So that's something I kind of see in my mind's eye. We'll see how it shakes out. So yeah, I think Ayton dealt with a little bit of that. Austin Reeves, 20 points, 2 turnovers, 2 assists and 3 rebounds. I thought he looked great. Man. The 3-point shooting, 1 of 5, not great. 7 of 7 from the free throw line, fantastic. 6 of 11 from the field. Driving at the rim, finishing. He looked sharp. He looked in shape. He looked like Austin Reeves. I want him to become more efficient overall. I didn't think this was his most inefficient night. Obviously, from the 3 it was. But overall, I thought this was a good Austin game. He didn't get a chance to really take over. He only played 21 minutes. But overall, he did what I need him to do. It was a -9, 2 turnovers, but I thought the 20 points led the team, and he looked fantastic with the minutes out there. Let's see. Some guy named Watson. I don't know who Watson is. Anton Watson, I'm not familiar. I guess he played for the Knicks last year out of Gonzaga. He had 7 minutes of play out there for our team. I am not familiar, but he did have 2 assists and a steal and a board and a +9. He was actually the best plus-minus on the entire team in just 7 minutes of play. So give Anton his credit, number 41 for the Lakers. Jackson Hayes, 17 minutes of play, 1 of 2 from the field, 5 of 6 from the free throw line, 7 points, 2 blocks, 1 steal, 1 assist, and 5 boards. I thought he looked good on the defensive end at times, and I also thought he looked kind of bad out there at times. He did have 4 fouls, 2 turnovers. minus 18, a typical Jackson Hayes game. But I think the weight that he's put on was very helpful for him out there. And hopefully we can get some good play out of him. I thought overall he filled up the box score on both sides of the floor in just 17 minutes. That's what you want out of your guys. So I'd like him to cut down this fouling. But overall, we'll live with the production. I thought he was pretty impressive at times on the defensive end, particularly. Christian Coloco, pretty much same thing. 10 minutes of play, over 1 from the field, but he had 4 turnovers, 2 blocks, 1 steal, and 6 fouls. So the turnovers and the fouls is a lot. But you know, you got a guy out there uses up his 6 fouls. Obviously, he's trying to make things happen, being aggressive. 2 blocks, 1 steal, 5 boards. You live with it. In just 10 minutes of play, he was active. If nothing else, he was very active, a -5 there. Nate Williams. So he did stand out to me. Got into a little bit of a shoving match in the fourth quarter. He had 18 minutes of play, so we really wanted to showcase him some. He had 4 fouls out there, a -11, a turnover, but he had a block, a steal, and 2 boards. So the production could have been better, but I think he had a steal that stood out earlier in the first half. Unfortunately, right after getting that steal, he outletted the ball in some really, really messed up way and turned the ball over immediately after getting the steal. So I would say not the greatest showcase of Nate Williams today. 18 minutes of play, you do want to be able to do better than that. But I thought he was aggressive on the defensive end, and he had a steal and a block accredited to him because of it. R.J. Davis, as we already mentioned, 14 points, 2 turnovers, 1 steal, 5 of 8 from the field, 1 of 2 from 3, 3 of 3 from the free throw line. He was definitely the best player for the Lakers off the bench, maybe the best player, period, for us, to be honest with you. Him and Austin pretty much were the only guys that were really able to get their offense going tonight. Everybody else either struggled or wasn't aggressive enough. So, yeah, shout out to R.J. Davis once again for getting his career started off right after a very bad summer league. Nick Smith had a better second half. Nick Smith Jr., 18 minutes of play, 2 of 5 from the field, 0 of 3 from behind the arc, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 6 points, 1 assist, 1 rebound, -19. Not a great game for Nick Smith. In fact, he had the worst plus-minus on the squad. I thought he was trying too hard to be unselfish in the first half, but then later got some things going. I thought he was he maybe have had some bad luck with certain situations down there, because on 2 plays, they were trying to run a pick and roll for him, and the screener got the foul. Now, I'm not really sure if that's on him for not moving quick enough or if it's on the screener for moving. I wasn't really sure on the technicalities of those 2 plays, but I know those were 2 plays that would have showcased his game pretty much. So I thought he struggled, but I was encouraged by his aggression on the second half, and he walked away with 6 points. And one thing I know about Nick Smith is he's a fantastic free throw shooter. He hit both of his free throws. So I'm pretty sure he'll play better going forward. Hopefully he'll continue to get minutes to showcase himself. And that's what I got to say about Nick Smith Jr. Bronny James, a bad shooting night for Bronny, man. Bad way to start the preseason. 1 of 12 from the field, 1 of 8 from 3. He did get to the line 6 times, hit all 5 of those, so we definitely like that. 8 points, 2 assists, 5 rebounds, a -12, 2 turnovers. I know the Boo Birds are going to be out. I know they're going to be talking crap. I can hear Ticket TV right now. All of them are going to have the worst things to say about Bronny, but at the end of the day, he attempted 12 shots. He attempted 8 threes. The shots did not fall. We like the aggression, and hopefully the shots will fall going forward. I like the 5 boards. I like the 2 assists. But this is one of them shooting nights where you know the haters are going to be talking, and that's really what it is. I take nothing from this game other than the fact that our guy was aggressive, and this type of night happens to a lot of scorers. So people get mad at him when he only attempts 2 shots. He attempted 12. He only hit 1 of them. They're going to hate him regardless. They're going to hate him, and if he plays well, they're going to call him cocky and all of that, and call him Nepo baby and all that. So I hate to see a game like this for Bronny because of what comes with it. But at the end of the day, he just had a very aggressive shooting night, and it didn't work out for him. Bad shooting night. Dalton Connect, same thing. 2 of 10 from the field, 1 of 7 from 3, 1 of 2 from the free throw line, 6 points, 2 turnovers, and 6 boards. We like the rebounding, But Dalton Connect's shooting woes continue. He was bad after the trade last year in the second half of the season. He was bad as hell in the summer league, and he was bad tonight. It's tough, man. I don't know what it's going to take for him to snap out of this shooting slump and get back to who he was last year at the beginning of our season when he went for like 36 points against these same Suns. It just seems to me that he's just going to have to continue to grind, listen to his coaches, work on his game, and try to fight his way through this, man. It's hard when the guys are struggling at this prolonged rate. And so we're rooting for Dalton to get it right. And I can appreciate the aggression on the boards. That's what I can say, man. Bad shooting night. So that's what it really came down to. He wasn't alone, man. Rui, Bronny, Dalton, they were bricklayers tonight, man. Those were the three culprits. They really missed a lot of shots. Vanderbilt, 0-4, some bad shooting nights for some guys. And our defense did not make up for it, unfortunately. So the Suns just kind of ran away with this one early. It was pretty much over at halftime. And for the Suns, they were 2 of 3 from the field, 0 of 1 from 3, 4 points, 1 steal, 3 assists, and 8 boards for Ryan Dunn, a plus 19. He looked really good out there on both sides of the floor, so got to give credit to that young player. He's going to continue to be a problem. He did have 5 fouls, but he utilized them properly, and he got a 22-point win for it. Dylan Brooks, plus 22. Tied Devin Booker for the best plus-minus of the basketball game, 10 points, 1 steal, 3 assists, and 2 boards, 3 of 5 from the field, 3 of 4 from 3. He fit in really well in 25 minutes of play with the Suns. His first preseason game with their team, he looked good. Osho Ighodaro, 2 of 4 from the field, 1 of 6 from the free throw line, 5 points, 1 steal, 2 assists, and 9 boards for Osho Ighodaro, plus 8. He did have 5 fouls as well, but you got to give him credit for crashing the glass and ultimately kicking our you-know-what. Grayson Allen, 13 points, a plus 20 for his team, 1 block, 1 steal, 2 assists, and 2 boards, 5 of 11 from the field, 3 of 6 from 3. That's a very efficient three-point shooter. 22 minutes of play. I thought he looked really good out there. Definitely hurt us bad. Devin Booker, only superstar in this basketball game today, 8 of 19 from the field, 2 of 6 from 3, 6 of 8 from the free throw line. He had a Kobe, 24 points, plus 22, 7 assists, 2 rebounds, and 1 block. Devin Booker was Devin Booker. It was a easy night for him, and pretty much a point a minute for Devin Booker. Royce O'Neal, 9 points, 1 steal, 2 assists, 3 rebounds, 3 of 6 from the 3, 3 of 6 from the field. One of those 3-point shots, he just tossed it up from the corner at the end of the shot clock. It fell in, a high arc. I mean, it was just a lucky shot, man. What can I say? That's what stood out for me. Nigel Hayes had 3 points, 1 assist, 6 rebounds, 1 of 6 from the field, 1 of 4 from 3 in 18 minutes of play. For Nigel, not a good shooting night there. Rasheer Fleming, 1 of 3 from the field, 0 of 2 from 3, 2 points, and he had a foul, and that was it. Just 12 minutes of play for Rasheer. The Rook, Nick Richards, 4 of 7 from the field, 1 of 3 from the free throw line, 9 points, 1 steal, 1 assist, and 3 boards. For Nick Richards, plus 12, he had a pretty good game there. Kama Malawatz didn't play as much tonight. 10 minutes of play, 1 of 2 from the field, 4 points, 6 rebounds, 1 block for Kama Malawatz. Jared Butler, 5 of 10 from the field, 0 of 2 from 3, 12 points, 1 block, 1 steal, 1 assist, and 2 boards for Jared Butler. He looked pretty good, a plus 5 for his team, shot 50% from the field. Can't hate that at all. I think he earned himself some minutes there. Our old friend Jordan Goodwin, 10 minutes of play, missed both his threes, had 2 steals and 1 assist. Colin Gillespie, not a nice night from the shooting standpoint. 3 of 9 from the field, 1 of 6 from 3, 8 points, 4 assists, 3 rebounds, and 1 block. A plus 3 for Colin Gillespie. And David Duke Jr., 0 of 2 from 3, 0 of 3 from the field. He did have 3 rebounds and 2 assists to go with his donut. From the scoring perspective, a plus 1 for Duke Jr. And that's it. That was everybody that made up your box score for this here basketball game. It was not pretty. You want to burn that tape, We don't care about this game. We're happy the Lakers are back, but we did not show up. We did not show up. That's what it really came down to. I know we got a lot of work to do. Training camp just started. 5 minutes later, we got a basketball game. So I'm not holding this against anybody. Continuity wasn't there. Team basketball wasn't played. Our coaching staff has a lot of work to try to get these guys going. I think you could put an asterisk next to this game offensively as well, because that is a talented defensive bunch over there in Phoenix. But ultimately, we looked bad. We looked bad. We shot bad. We defended pretty poorly as a team, although guys did show up defensively, individually here and there. Overall, we couldn't stop a nosebleed out there. And I'm glad this game ended. I mean, we got out of there pretty healthy for the most part. Nobody picked up any extra injuries, so that's a good thing. It's preseason. And we got a chance to look at a lot of people, man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 people checked into this game for the Los Angeles Lakers. So, you know, we love what we saw from a few of them, hated what we saw from most of them, and feel a hell of a lot better about RJ Davis than we did in the summertime. A hell of a lot better. This is what I was waiting for RJ. Something that would make me excited about him. Because in the summer, each and every possession from my eyesight was awful. So for him to step in this summer league game, in this preseason game and look as good as he did, that's wonderful. That's absolutely wonderful. So that's really what I took from it. Hopefully we'll get a chance to see some other people a bit more in the next one. Actually, you know what? Some of those people that I named and counted, they did not check in. So scratch that. 3 of these players didn't check in. So did I say 17? It's more like 14. But still, we got to look at a lot of people. And I want to see more of some of the ones that we did not see very much from. So that's really what it is, man. We're missing most of our team. We're not going to hold anybody, accountable for just poorly playing. Really, at the end of the day, it's preseason. Half of these guys will not see much in the regular season. We're resting people, and I think we got the data we need to see in the first preseason game. Hopefully we can get 5 more good quality games where we get some guys out there to just do stuff, and we'll try to make some sense of what they can do and ultimately shave off the ones that need to be cut. I don't think we have an understanding of who should be cut as of yet, but some guys played better than others, and I think that's what it really comes down to. Hopefully we can get some shots to fall in the next one against the Golden State Warriors on Sunday night. That's really what it is. 5:30 p.m. Pacific, 8:30 Eastern. That game will be in Golden State, I believe, at their arena, Chase Center. Yes. So hopefully we can have a better look against the Golden State Warriors, man, because tonight against the Suns, we were bad. And you don't mind that, as it being summer league and half of your team is resting. You don't mind that. But it is what it is. So that's pretty much what I got to say. My name is BDL44. I thank y'all for watching. I'm out.